How's it going, everyone? How's it going?
That story, and also
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
I'm just watching comic book videos on my phone, smoking a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
I was looking at YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
They just added there's a 5-hour video that. What's the name of that game you're playing?
Uh,
Well, it's a
that's
5-hour
the
video about whatever that is, that show.
the Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, every episode spoiled. I don't know how many episodes there are, 500, 200, but it's every episode
Hang
is
on.
about 7.
No, hang on. Let me
It's
pull my Netflix. Let me see.
Well, don't worry about it. But the point I'm trying to make is, they made a 5-hour video on Netflix that
Hmm.
spoils the whole show. It shows every episode in about 10 minutes. You know, like, what I mean is, it's a 5-hour video. Each episode is 10 minutes long. So it cuts out all the bullshit, shows you what needs to be shown, and you can watch the entire fucking series in 5.5 hours. I love that kind of video. Now I can watch the Seven Deadly Sins. I'll get the whole series 2 nights, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, well. No, no, it's a series, though.
Yeah, I know all about it. What I mean is, like, on YouTube, a easy digestible thing for that anime. Type in Seven Deadly Sins anime, full story. First thing that pops up is the 5-hour sport. So I put that on my anime playlist on my channel. That way I can go there and watch every episode. I got all the animes on there in like 4 or 5-hour video. Like on the anime playlist, they got every episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, you name it. Anything worth watching, it's on that playlist.
Now,
I see you tried out on what we called that fighting game. Begins with the letter I. Think you uploaded a video about it, I think.
Oh, let's see. Fun game.
Yeah. It's called Invincible. Invincible.
Yep.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, that's the video. I thought that you uploaded it. I was
No,
gonna compliment you for trying the beta.
No, no, I don't.
I wonder how long that beta's gonna last because that seemed like the hottest new fighting game out. Remember, Mortal Kombat, you can only
Yeah.
have in Mortal Kombat, your teammate pops out and shoots a fireball that never. In Invincible, you get on 3 tag team, 3 characters popping in and out. It's given us everything that Mortal Kombat didn't, and it's got fatalities and everything. It's probably one of the better betas I had played in the last 3 years. But I still think the game is a tiny little bit overpriced. But it is really, really, Invincible is really big right now. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's really big. It's all over the internet. It's a movie, a TV show,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
toys, it's t-shirts.
Yeah, I know Mortal Kombat. I watched the
No,
first
not
one
Mortal
when
Kombat. It's called Invincible. Not Mortal Kombat.
Invincible.
Yes, there's something out right now. It's called Invincible. Never forget it. It's very, very big. There's a movie, a TV show, there's toys, a cartoon, comic books, coffee mugs, t-shirts. It's everywhere. There's a brand new game that I'm telling you about. Invincible, Invincible. You'll love
Oh yeah,
it.
I know what you're talking about now. I've seen a few of the anime.
Yeah, so like if you like Dragon Ball Z, whoever created Invincible must have been obsessed, madly obsessed with Dragon Ball Z because it literally is like a more realistic, violent as hell. Like Dragon Ball Z is good, but Invincible is just like Dragon Ball Z, and it copies the Dragon Ball Z, but it's way more violent and serious. Like, for
Yeah.
example, the main character, I'm just going to briefly try to discuss this and act like you understand, because I enjoyed it and I was psyched about it. Well, you got this guy who came to Earth. He's like Goku. Well, he wound up becoming like Earth's Superman. But really, he was sent there to conquer the planet. So when he formed the little Justice League or whatever it was, he was really gathering all the strongest people together. So when his people came, they kill him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like he wound up having a son, aka Gohan. The guy wound up having a son. So when the other beings came down to Earth and said, hey, did you conquer this planet yet? Why are you pretending to be their Superman? He said, well, I had a kid. I don't think we should conquer the world. But then they had to fight the Saiyans. You get what I'm trying to say? These people are like Saiyans. They sent their man to the Earth. He started posing as a Superman because he was like a Saiyan. Well, he had a kid and started having second thoughts. When the rest of the Saiyans came down, everybody had to have this big fucking titanic battle. That's like the Battle of the Saiyans, where Nappa got killed, and Piccolo got killed. That happened in Invincible.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? That shit crazy. I watched every episode of that shit and was left shocked at the end of every episode. They even got a Goten. So it's like they had a fucking, he had a little brother. Invincible had a little brother. His father got, Invincible's father was like Superman, who was sent there by a bunch of aliens to conquer the world, but he had second thoughts. So after they fought all, came to conquer the world, and they fought him off, the father left with the aliens. He left with them. Well, when he left, he was having another kid with like purple skin on another world, like a little toddler. So when Invincible, aka Gohan, now you got Gohan and Gohan teaming up with each other. You got the little purple skin kid. He be killing the bad guys, kid, because he don't know any better. Like like a borderline challenge, and I also recommend that, like, in your free time, on the YouTube search engine, type Invincible, full story, and then click on the longest video, and then, you know what I mean, watch it for 10 minutes, and then see if you don't want to watch it no more, because only an idiot would want to watch that. I'm surprised it took me so long to catch on to it. What took me so long to catch on to it? Because I got a website that watch anything, but I don't like sitting through the full episode. But if I can watch 47 episodes in 3 hours, then I'll do it. They finally got that on. They got every episode of fucking Invincible in like a 3-hour video. Easily digestible. And it gets right to the good stuff. Like, his girlfriend is like a wannabe Supergirl. And when they had to fight those Saiyan people, she got her heart punched out, like a hole punched through her fuck. And then she exploded like the Phoenix, cause she like Jean Grey. And then her body started to fucking heal itself, and she didn't even know she could heal itself. She was like, when I fucking died, my fucking powers fucking went to full blast, and it healed my chest. You know what I mean? So that bitch hard to kill. His girlfriend's hard to kill because they punched a hole through her fucking chest, had her guts laying on the sidewalk, and then she exploded like Jean Grey into the Phoenix, and she was healed. Great Dragon Ball Z, they blowing the cities up, all kinds of shit. Flying through outer space, knocking the fucking planets apart. You love that shit.
Yep.
I'm like, what's the word? Procrastinate? Like, holding back. Like, I gotta do some shit at home, but I'm sitting here watching YouTube and talking on the microphone. I gotta fucking vacuum clean, fold clothes, take the trash out, and roll a gigantic blunt. I found out, like, if you're typing an insult to a person and it's an insult that is not usually used, don't understand what it's not really an insult. This guy I watch on YouTube, he always makes comic book videos about the comic books that nobody wants to see. And every time he makes a video, I leave a comment and I say, hi there, the fans would like to see this comic book covered. He never responds. This time I insulted him. I said, are you gonna cover DC Bloodlines or what, you mook? M-O-O-K. Let's see if maybe that catches attention. I said, what the fuck is a mook? You gonna cover DC what, you mook?
Yes.
Maybe that catches attention. Because I'm one of his fans. I'm a loyal viewer of the channel. Watch the comic book videos. Tired of seeing a video nobody asked about. Now you got viewers now. Now the viewers are asking stuff. It's time to take action. I get what he's trying to do, though. He's trying to cover every DC event, like one after the next in like fucking episodic order. But the thing is, from like 2004 to like 2012, that's like 15 years. All the stories sucked. All the stories sucked from like 2004 to like 2015. So you don't want to flood the channel with comic book videos that are gonna be from 2004 to 2015. Nobody watched none of them. But he's trying to do everything in chronological order. But it's okay to go out of order in a while if you know it's for the people that is actually watching your shit.
Yeah, I get it.
There's something. There's something. I'm a professional viewer. I like watching the comic book videos. I got like the most extensive comic book playlist out of anybody I ever met. Like every cool ass comic book video I ever watched, I had it there. Updated daily. I just added this shit. It's Teen Titans vs. Trigon. That's Raven's father.
Yeah,
Her
I know.
father lives inside that jewel on her. Yeah, see, there you go. You know that. He's a big ass motherfucker too. He's like the size of a building. Like Trigon, he's kind of like that dude from that Thor movie, that big ass devil guy they had to fight when Hulk was in the Thor movie. But Trigon's more powerful than he is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think that guy's name was Surtur or whatever. He's one of the bosses of the 9 realms. Like he's not the Hell realm because Hela, you know, the girl with the green outfit, she's from the Hell realm. So there's like another realm, Mosselheim or Maffelheim or some shit where it's all fire, and that's where that. Yeah.
Yeah, I played God of War, and God of War Ragnarok.
Excuse me. I was drinking a Pepsi or whatever, so it made me burp a little bit. I noticed that, like, I think a couple of you guys are live or whatever. Pardon me for not watching the live stream or whatever, but I'm here
doing
with
the
you. I
recording.
acknowledge you guys. I'm watching a comic book video. I mean, the Skilled is live, I think, because I either got a notification or seen something. I'm on YouTube all the time. Sometimes I feel guilty for not popping into the chat, but I could still be your pal. I don't have to show up in the chat all the time.
Hey, I can understand.
Like, you got a bunch of, like, if you had like 20 people watching you all the time and you needed somebody in there and moderate, I could pop in there once in a while with a blue wrench near my name and kick out the people who are swearing or whatever, but no, there's no need for that.
Well, I used to do all
And
my
I know
recordings.
this one dude. I used to know this guy. He would live stream Minecraft. He was an adult, but he had a lot of teenagers and kids that would pop up in the fucking chat, like 20 or 30 people watching them at once, and some of them would be trolls. They'd type swear words or try to type stuff, you know, his mama's gonna get a fat lip or whatever. I would have to pop in there on my phone and start ejecting people. I'd be at work on my break. He'd send me a text message. He'd be like, yo, you gotta come chat. People here, you gotta kick some of them. I'd show up and start ejecting people as the moderator. Holy crap, like, what are you trying to do?
Oh, trying to get to this, hourglass. It's basically one of those things that you probably have to get a screenshot in this game.
Going to the 5-hour video and 7 Deadly Sins. It showed a dude grabbing the girl's boob too. It said,
that Mario is alright.
Grabbing that bitch's.
He has a habit of doing that too.
They tried to do a thing. Yeah, they tried to make a thumbnail that line fucking demonetized the video. They hear dude touching the lady's boobs in the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's the reason why it's on Netflix.
4 hours long. But I like to put the speed on 0.75 so the announcer talks a little bit slower. That'll bring the video up to 5 hours long. So it's gonna do a they're gonna recap every single episode of Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, well, I pretty much watched them all because the fight scenes are worth it.
And then you'd love whatever that other shit was I was talking about a minute ago. I got short-term memory loss. Begins with the letter I, and it's like Dragon Ball Z kinda. It made a video game up. Now, Invincible is the best cartoon out right now.
Yeah, I
I've seen
know.
everything.
I seen a couple, clips of it.
That Darth Maul cartoon, they got 2 episodes out right now, and that's pretty damn good too.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't as good as fucking Invincible, but it's good for Star Wars. Not little kid or whatever. That Darth Maul is mature.
I believe it.
I barely even knew what was happening when I watched it, but I knew a lot of people were getting cut up and a lot of explosions were happening and a bunch of aliens were fighting. I think it's the story of how Darth Maul became the leader of a crime syndicate, because at the end of the Boba Fett movie, he shows up as a crime boss at the end. In a extra scene at the end credits. So this must be how he why is Darth Maul a fucking crime boss at the end of Han Solo? This must be how that became.
Well, Disney's trying to do all this covering stuff for Star Wars. It's basically it's basically what we call gap filling. This is what this game is sometimes. And it's just a big gap between the events. And I think this is the events before Nights of the Apocalypse. There's the 7 Deadly Sins. I know this because I'm
the Rust Night on episode 1. The little kids at the bar and the dude busts in said talking about the Rust Night.
Yeah, that's pretty much they're talking about Elizabeth. That's the first episode. Oh, trust me, it's worth it. Especially when he beats up the guy. Conclusion.
Well, this whole episode is only 7 minutes long because we're getting every episode in 4 hours. But I'm gonna get the meat and potatoes. I'm gonna get the substance of it. It showed Meliodas on a wanted poster, but he's an old man. He's an adult.
He's not. He's a kid. I pretty much could wrap it up and somewhat on that part because him and Elizabeth have been cursed from their parents. He's been cursed by the supreme deity, who is Elizabeth's mom, and Elizabeth's been cursed by his dad, who's the Demon King. So, that's the reason why he looks so young.
Yes. Yep.
Don't know how they do it. And say platforming.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was like a half-naked chick underneath the body armor, and she's looking for the people on a wanted poster.
Yes.
There was 7 Deadly Sins. She's looking for people in these old drawings. Now a bunch of people's banging on the door. They're looking for somebody.
Yeah, they're looking
Beard
for
of the
Elizabeth.
Mountain King.
Yeah, do you think Elizabeth is part of the 7 Deadly Sins? You have to pretty much watch the first There's episode is really worth it. Trust me. All right.
And Gintama's pretty good too. Gintama's good as hell, and so is Invincible. Invincible is something completely different. You know, Invincible ain't no Japanese anime. That's like some serious, violent, like killing, fucking story-driven type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking Seven Deadly Sins, like more lighthearted. There ain't nobody grabbing each other's tits and fucking Invincible. They're getting their hearts punched out.
Well, it's
They're getting their heads ripped off.
that's how some
You
people
know,
create.
Invincible team up with his father to do a special attack. What they did was collapse the dude's fucking head in. They each punched him in the face, one from the front, one from the back, and popped his brain out the top of his head. Then they laser beamed his body up with their eye blast and chopped him into mincemeat. That's how they beat their opponents in Invincible. They'll be like, fucking double attack, and then they'll fucking both hit the dude in the head, his brain will pop out, then the body will get chopped up with laser beams, and then they'll create a fucking whirlwind and throw that shit into the sun.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't emphasize enough that Invincible cartoon is the most crazy, violent, insane, amazing fucking story that is a cartoon or anime I had seen in the last 5 years. And I watch that kind of shit daily. That's the most impressive one that came out in the last 5 years. Called Invincible Full Story on YouTube. Like, I like Seven Deadly Sins. I like it because like this recap make it easily digestible. My heart ain't fully into Seven Deadly Sins. I like it because it's an anime and got some fighting in it and a cool story and all that. But I don't think I'd be able to watch every single episode. Since I can get all the episodes in 4 hours or 5 hours, that I can handle.
Well, let's say let's safe to say the first season's worth it to watch.
Or the only bad thing about these recaps is that it uses a narrator's voice.
Yep. Well, let's say the original. Say that you but definitely watch the first season of the regular Daily Seven. The Signs of the Holy War. It's a brief one, 4 episodes. Yep.
Like, I want to be
Revival
told
of the
what
Ten
happens and
Commandments.
shown. I don't. Like, sometimes I don't care if I hear the characters' voices. I like hearing the narrator. I just want to be told what's happening and shown the good parts and explain what happened. Like, if there's going to be 15 minutes of a show where people are just walking down a hallway at a school and they're talking to each other with their book bags on, don't show me that for 15 minutes. Just say this. They walked through the hallway, they held their book bags, they had a conversation, and then move on.
Yeah.
You know, now we're on episode 2. At the end of episode 1, the mustache dude came. Some dude with a mustache came out.
Yeah, that's the first Holy Night they beat up. He beats up. Then episode 2 is pretty much introduction of Guilt Thunder, who is being
Like, this is kind of like a fantasy thing, like with knights and dragons and shit. I'm not really completely into that or whatever. I like kung fu shit, karate. Like, I'd be more into like Baki or Dragon Hakusho. I'd be more into Inuyasha because there's monsters in it and it's kind of like a love story and a time travel type thing.
I watched Inuyasha.
This shit is watchable though. It's watchable. I remember why I didn't watch it at the beginning. I couldn't get into it. I thought it was like some, I don't know how to explain it. I said, I'm not watching some pervert anime where they grab each other's balls and tits and shit.
Well,
Too many scantily clad chicks for me to get behind it seriously.
well, trust me, as Melio's does it a lot.
Now, there's this one anime I used to watch that didn't have no fighting or nothing. It was just talking the whole time. Forget I think it was called The Devil is a Part-Timer. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
It's called
I watched it.
Yeah, Devil is a Part-Timer. That's the only shit with like a bunch of talking in it that I watched, and I was kind of upset that they never never showed it. He was supposed to use his devil power in the real world. Showed it.
Oh, they did. I watched both seasons. It's seasons of it. They do is just his powers are now very limited in the on Earth than his fantasy than in the fantasy world he came from.
よし
Um, um,
So I had like the way that being done, like this episode recap. There's a bunch of them on my anime playlist. Now I had trouble finding a Gintama one of these. The only Gintama one, I like the Gintama episode recap, the 5-hour video. It's a little different the way the video formatted.
mhm.
Don't really talk, like this recap, the 4-hour one. It literally shows each episode for like 7 or 10 minutes. In the Gintama recap, he's only showing each episode for like 3 minutes and blowing through them because there's 550 Gintama episodes, so he's blowing through each episode in like a minute and a half. He's blowing through the Gintama episodes in a minute and a half, so I had trouble. That's why I was watching the actual episodes of Gintama.
Yeah, well,
よし
They pulled the sword out of the ground.
yeah. Yeah, that skill sword, alright. I watched it the first season a couple of times. So I know how it goes. And he keeps on mentioning I am more stronger than the seven deadly sins is because he's being watched by Merlin's apprentice. And
よし
including Margaret's say Elizabeth's sister, his girlfriend, say Gil's girlfriend is being watched by that person, so they can't do much. It's like play along most of the time.
I don't know about any of that. I'm at the part where he tossed the spear back at the guy. Now they're meeting a giant girl in the fog.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the Django being say Diane. Yeah, I know. I've watched this. There's hey, A very keen Harquin. And or
森が燃やされていない。
おお、妖精王様、いつお戻り。
はあ、早くお戻りになられ。
ハーレクイーン、その姿は一体。ここが
ここは妖精王の森の近くにある鳩場だよ。
妖精王の森はここからと。
ハウザーさんは妖精王の森までの道を。
ここからの道案内は
Yeah, that big giant girl, she got all jealous.
いよいよ僕の
oh yes, I remember that part. She gets super jealous of Meliodas.
妖精王の森は
Getting him his face being hit by her. It's like,
What the hell is that pig? It keeps following him around. That's supposed to be like their sidekick or something?
That's Hawk, and believe it or not, he is from Purgatory. Which
Well, whatever
he's
that-
in, and of
He
course,
got one of the.
of course he's immortal.
Let me
but
say something. I don't mean to cut you off. Just let me interject. Whatever that animal, like the role that animal like plays, like Gintama got the same thing. Got a fucking like a big ass dog. But fucking the girl in Gintama, she's like got like invincibility power or something.
Wow.
She's like super strong. So the dog is constantly trying to kill her, but she thinks it's playing with her, and she thinks it's her pet. But everybody's watching the dog try to kill her, try to bite her head off and shit. But she's using super strength and invincibility to like play with it, and she don't understand. So that's like their animal from like Gintama, you know. They got an animal that rolls with them too or whatever, but it constantly tries to kill the fucking girl who plays with it because she got invincibility and super strength.
Yeah, he's Fox is in prone
And
to get killed.
Gintama is supposed to be a comedy, so every time this girl had a pet, it would die because anytime she tried to pet it, its neck would break, or anytime she tried to give it a hug, its guts would get squeezed out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this fucking big ass dog or whatever, she could punch it, kick it, try to pick it up and throw it, try to squeeze it and give it a hug, and it don't hurt it. You know what I mean? The thing's still constantly trying to kill her. You know, it's like a fucking vicious dog monster that's constantly trying to fucking kill her. But she's like fucking lovingly trying to squeeze it and give it a hug. But any other fucking animal would have had their guts fucking squeezed out. This video is 4 or 5 hours long. I didn't watch it all in one day. All I wanted to do like figure out if I was gonna like it or not and add it to my playlist.
Well, it's a massive recap for the 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
It's
I'm glad you understand.
good. Okay, I watched the anime. I know how big it is. You should wait until they get into the prison. You see the and Bond actually bonding.
Well, One Piece, they got a 37-hour video with 1,200 episodes. You just type like the keyword to get it to pop up. You type "Life of Luffy."
Luffy,
That's
yeah.
the key. It says "Life of Luffy," and then 37 hours pops up.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised on that because One Piece is, let's say, one of those animes that is unending.
I heard part of the reason that it keeps going on and on is because if you add up One Piece is the shortest anime episode by episode. It's got a 5-minute song at the beginning, 5-minute song at the end, and then like 2 30-second like breaks where it says One Piece, we'll be back, One Piece, we're back. So like most anime are like 21 or 23 minutes. One Piece is like 14 or 16 minutes. If you minus the recap and minus the coming attractions and fucking 5-minute music video, So that's why part of the reason why there's so many episodes. It's 5 or 8 minutes shorter than every other anime.
Yeah, well, but it's also one of those animes that's, I hate to say it, is overstretched. It's,
Yeah, definitely. That's why I heard that the creator was trying to rush the end of it. But what I think is going to happen is that when One Piece does end, it's just going to get a new name. It'll say One Piece XYZ, and then everybody will be old men or be Luffy's kid. You know what I mean? Like they do with all the other animes. They got fucking the son of Naruto got his own cartoon. The children of Inuyasha got their cartoon. You know what I mean? Fucking 5 years from now, One Piece will end and then change into One Piece New World or some shit like that.
yeah, well.
Time skip. Like my body looked like a little kid. Working at that warehouse. Every time I try to smoke weed out of a glass pipe, it's like the fucking flame just gets sucked down the side and goes down a little hole and don't even burn the weed. But if I take a piece of tinfoil and I put it inside the pipe and I poke little holes in the tinfoil, then everything burns perfectly. So that shit that happened in the jail where the dude got stabbed in the chest or whatever, that happens in Invincible nonstop all the time. People's getting their heads slapped off, the arms ripped off. Remember, that dude came to Earth to conquer it, but posed as a Superman and tried to be Earth's savior and formed a Justice League just so he could karate chop all their heads off and rip their guts out to eliminate their strongest heroes. And the final episode of the first season of Invincible is basically Goku versus Frieza, but way more bloody and violent.
俺の邪魔をするな。
Fist of the North Star full recap. That's like that show is old. Fist of the North Star. That's violent as hell too. Like I don't know if you noticed the pre of Dragon Ball Z or like what Dragon Ball Z is for the story, but when you watch Invincible, you can see the parallels, and you'll know that the people that made that had to like the people called Viltrumites. Those are Saiyans. Invincible, he represents an adult Gohan. The little purple dude or Omni-Man, that's like a washed up version of Goku who's pretending to be Earth's hero. It's like they even got, Nappa is the big bald-headed Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z, the one who killed everybody first season.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, they even got a big-ass, bald-headed Viltrumite dude who comes down and kills everybody on the first season. They're Nappa. The parallels, like Dragon Ball Z, you could literally, somebody would make a YouTube video where they had the screen split, and they show Dragon Ball Z on the left, then they show Invincible on the right. Because I think they might have even copied frame shots, screen. You know what I mean? I think the people that drew Invincible actually copied some of the storyboards from Dragon Ball Z, but put their people in it. It's literally almost that close, some of the stuff. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball related shit, that's my favorite anime. That's the best anime, in my opinion. Dragon Ball. Well, then American people, it's not an anime. A group of American people that grew up on Dragon Ball, they made their own cartoon, and you can really see the influences. Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So I clicked on a video that Fist of the North Star anime full review. Then it started showing like a little bit for like 30 seconds. And then some weird guy with a mustache, glasses, and a bunch of tattoos started screaming into the camera all excitedly. I said, what the fuck? Is this clickbait? Then I started skip like 10 minutes into the video. The guy still talking. So thumbs down on that one. Don't click on that one. Fucking I clicked on the next one. It has the same title as the other guy's video. Fist of the North Star. Complete story. This one is actually showing a little bit of the cartoon and has somebody telling you what's going on. Like if you're gonna make a video called Fist of the North Star, full recap, don't put like 5 seconds of the fucking Fist of the North Star at the beginning of your video and then be a crazy person with a bunch of tattoos and spiky hair and be screaming crazy shit into the camera. You're gonna scare everyone. Yeah, but this one I think I might be able to add to the anime playlist. Save.
それって褒め言葉？悪口？どっちなの？
Like, how that each one of these people had their own way to circumvent getting their video taken off YouTube. So this guy, he talks at super speed. That's how he probably gets away with showing the episodes. So that's why I always put these videos on 0.75.
褒め言葉さ。その行動力には感心しているよ、テオレ。お前は母親そっくりだ。
一人で家を出て冒険なんてすごいな。
でもよ、キングも長えこと森から出てた。確かにそんな妖精王の森にアルビオンってパパが戻ってきて森王様だと認められない。そうやって妖精族のために戦う
すごい綺麗。
これはね、侵入者を防ぐための結界なん
だが、我がリオネス王国は妖精族の友好国だ。
ティオレイが一緒でも結界は働く。
あれあれ、結界が強化されたみたい。どうしまあ入ってみればわかるよ。そうだ、結界で道を間違えたら入り口に戻っちゃう。
So there might be a better Fist of the North Star, like a more well-edited
森に入れるのか
one
な。
that exists, but right now this one's satisfying.
前はこんなに厳しく
I
なか
never
った
really
んだ
got to watch Fist of the North Star. All I was able to do was read a graphic novel, play a video game. And then the Fist of the North Star that is on Crunchyroll. It's like really weird. GI came out like in the year 2016 or something. It's horrible. It's not Fist of the Star, whatever it is, but it's called Fist. The bad Fist of the North Star is on Crunchyroll. So I had trouble watching the actual Fist of the North. So this, Fist of the North Star, good as hell. He's poke you with 2 fingers, and your fucking chest will explode out of your back. Or poke you on your temple, and your brain will pop out the side of your head or whatever.
なんで結界を、もしかして森に何かあったんじゃ。
Yep. As I figured, that's Deanne and
結界の
King's
中は安
daughter.
全なはずだから。
警備のための仕組みを時々変えるのは当然だが。
おお、霧が消えているぜ。ここが妖精王の森だよ。
Now, the one thing I'm missing now is what Gil and Margaret's would say, son or daughter, or say
こ
bonds.
こが妖精王の森。
On.
って
Darn.
ことはやっと結界を突破したってことだね。
おや、ティオレイじゃねえか。ティオレイ。あ、ブオッチ、久しぶり。
妖精王様と女王様に会いに来たんだべか。
そうなの？
とりあえずゲラード様のとこに案内すっぺ。最近森に変なことが多いんだべ。
変なこと？ああ、だから結界が強化されてたの。
結界？ああ、ありゃ妖精王様と女王様が森を出られっとき。留守の
姉さんや兄さんたち、みんな元気？
元気だって。今はみんな。
トリトリ、どうしたの？
星の書の様子が。静かになった。何だったんだろう。
腹が減ってんじゃねえのか？ホークとは違うんだよ。俺をバカにしてんのか？うわ！っていうか、腹減ったな。
何してるだべ。行くって。
Oh, there's one of the new characters.
やっぱりあなただったね。
Yeah, they get.
I gotta step away for like 5 minutes, come back or whatever.
All right.
There might be some noise. Who's that supposed to be?
He's probably one of the characters. There's from the games. I think one of the villains. I know. I think I know, I'm guessing it's Greenmore and Princess Veronica's son right there. This one right here I was looking at. That's definitely their kid.
なんだよ、結構人気者だなお前。当然でしょ、僕みんなと仲良しだもん。とかじゃあなんで家を出て冒険なんかしようと思ったんだ？一人じゃ寂しいだろ？だからさ、言ったじゃん。パパやママみたく外の世界に。
着いたって。あの先に大樹が見えるって。オラはここでもう帰るって。
あれあれ、あの魔力はね。パパで。
よ
行っちゃった。
パパどうしたんだろう。
そんなことはないと思うよ。
つうかあいつ確か羽が生えて覚醒とかして強くなっていなかったか？あ、そういえばパパ羽もなかったっけ？ゲラードに聞いてみるしかない。
うん、早く。
あれがその噂の妖精王の森の大樹。ホーク、お前もここは初めてだよな。
おう、この俺様は忙しい身でな。ポヒヒ。俺を兄貴と呼んでたあいつのことを思い出すし。